Imagine a world where quantum computers rule the tech landscape. How will edge computing security fare in this new reality? Welcome to the dawn of a new era, an era where the laws of physics as we know them take a back seat, making way for the strange and exciting rules of quantum mechanics. This is the realm of quantum computing, a technology that holds the potential to revolutionize everything from drug discovery to climate modeling. Quantum computing, at its core, leverages the principles of quantum mechanics to process information. Unlike classical computers that use bits to process information as zeros and ones, quantum computers use quantum bits, or qubits. These qubits, thanks to the magic of quantum mechanics, can exist in multiple states at once, allowing quantum computers to process a vast amount of information simultaneously. But what does this mean for edge computing? Edge computing is a distributed computing paradigm that brings computation and data storage closer to the sources of data. This is done to improve response times and save bandwidth. It's the secret sauce that powers our smart devices, from our mobile phones to our smart refrigerators. However, as we step into this quantum future, the security of edge computing could be at risk. Quantum computers, with their immense processing power, could potentially crack the cryptographic codes that currently secure our data in a matter of seconds. This could leave edge devices and the sensitive data they handle vulnerable to cyber attacks. But it's not all doom and gloom. The same quantum principles that pose a threat to edge computing security could also be its savior. Quantum cryptography, for instance, is being explored as a way to create virtually uncrackable codes. The intersection of quantum computing and edge computing is a new frontier, one that is fraught with challenges, but also brimming with opportunities. As we stand on the precipice of this quantum future, we are limited only by our imagination and our willingness to venture into the unknown. So, with quantum computing on the horizon, what's to become of edge computing security? Let's delve deeper and find out. To understand the potential impact, we first need to grasp the basics of edge computing. Edge computing, in its simplest form, is a paradigm that brings computation and data storage closer to the location where it's needed. Rather than relying on a centralized cloud-based system, edge computing decentralizes processing power, enabling immediate data analysis on site. This dramatically reduces latency, the time it takes for data to travel from its source to the processor and back, which is crucial for real-time applications like autonomous cars, smart cities, and telemedicine. But the benefits of edge computing are not just about speed. By processing data locally, we can reduce the bandwidth needed for data transmission, which can lead to significant cost savings and more efficient use of network resources. Moreover, by keeping sensitive data closer to its origin, edge computing can potentially enhance privacy and security as less data is transferred, reducing the risk of interception or loss. So how is security managed in edge computing? Well, traditional security measures are still in play. These include firewalls, intrusion detection systems, and regular software updates to patch vulnerabilities. Network segmentation is also used to isolate devices and limit the spread of potential threats. But with the proliferation of Internet of Things devices and the increasing complexity of networks, these measures alone may not be enough. Data encryption is another key security measure in edge computing, ensuring that even if data is intercepted, it remains unreadable without the correct decryption key. But here's where it gets interesting. As we move towards a post-quantum computing world, our traditional encryption methods may no longer be secure. Now that we understand edge computing, let's delve into the quantum world. Quantum computing, a term that sounds like it's straight from a sci-fi movie, but what exactly is it? Picture a world where tasks that currently take years to solve could be completed in mere seconds. That's the potential we're talking about when we delve into the realm of quantum computing. Now let's break it down. Traditional computing uses bits, the ones and zeros, to process information. Quantum computing, however, introduces a new player into the game, the quantum bit, or qubit. Unlike a regular bit, a qubit can be both 1 and 0 at the same time, thanks to a quantum quirk called superposition. This is what gives quantum computers their immense processing power. But there's more. Quantum computers can also take advantage of another quantum phenomenon known as entanglement. In a nutshell, entanglement allows qubits that are entangled to be linked together, such that the state of one directly influences the other, no matter the distance between them. This interconnectedness potentially allows for faster information processing and transmission, pushing the boundaries of what's possible in computing. Now, let's talk about the impact. Quantum computing could revolutionize many fields, from cryptography to AI to material science and even weather forecasting. For example, in the realm of cryptography, quantum computers could crack codes and break encryptions that would take traditional computers thousands of years to solve. Similarly, in artificial intelligence, quantum computing could enable the processing of complex datasets in ways we can't even begin to imagine. But like all powerful tools, it's a double-edged sword. On one hand, it holds the promise of solving some of the world's most complex problems. On the other, it could pose significant threats to security systems, including those in edge computing, which are currently reliant on classical encryption methods. Quantum computing promises a future full of possibilities. But what does this mean for edge computing security? Let's delve deeper into that in our next segment. Quantum computing is a double-edged sword. While it offers immense computational power, it also poses a significant threat to current security systems, including edge computing. To understand why, let's take a closer look at how quantum computing works and why it's a potential game changer. Quantum computers leverage the principles of quantum mechanics to process information. Unlike classical computers, which use bits as their smallest unit of data, quantum computers use quantum bits or qubits. These qubits can exist in multiple states at once, a phenomenon known as superposition. This allows quantum computers to process vast amounts of information simultaneously, making them exponentially faster and more powerful than their classical counterparts. So what does this mean for edge computing security? Well, many of our current encryption methods are based on complex mathematical problems that are practically unsolvable for classical computers. These problems, however, might be easily solved by a sufficiently powerful quantum computer. As a result, the advent of quantum computing could spell the end for many encryption techniques we rely on today. Imagine a world where an adversary with a quantum computer could decrypt confidential data, intercept secure communications, or even tamper with vital systems at the edge of our networks. Scary, isn't it? This is the quantum threat we're facing. Now, it's important to note that this is not a doomsday scenario. Quantum computers capable of breaking current encryption methods are not yet a reality. Even when they do become feasible, they'll be expensive and difficult to operate, putting them out of reach for most would-be attackers. Furthermore, the cybersecurity community isn't sitting idly by as this threat looms. We're already developing new encryption techniques designed to withstand quantum attacks. These efforts fall under the umbrella of post-quantum cryptography, which we'll delve into in the next scene. The quantum threat is real, but are we completely defenseless? Certainly not. As we move forward into the quantum era, we must remain vigilant, proactive, and innovative in our approach to edge security. After all, the best defense is a good offense. Enter post-quantum cryptography, our potential savior in the face of the quantum threat. This is the realm where classical encryption techniques meet the quantum challenge head-on. But what exactly is post-quantum cryptography? In simplest terms, it's a kind of cryptographic system designed to guard against both conventional and quantum computer attacks. It's like a double-layered shield, with one layer holding off the classic hacking attempts, and the other, tougher layer bracing for the quantum onslaught. But how does it achieve this level of security? Well, it's all about the mathematical problems at its core. Unlike traditional cryptography, which relies on problems like factoring large numbers, a task quantum computers can perform easily, post-quantum cryptography uses problems that even quantum computers find hard to solve. These problems include lattice-based problems, multivariate polynomial equations, and others. So, even if a quantum computer is trying to decode the encryption, it would take an unimaginably long time to do so. Now, let's bring edge computing back into the picture. As we've established earlier, edge computing involves processing data at the edge of the network, closer to the source. This means that edge devices are often out in the field, exposed, making them prime targets for cyber attacks. This is where post-quantum cryptography swoops in to save the day. By implementing these advanced cryptographic systems on edge devices, we could potentially create a quantum-resistant shield, protecting the data processed and stored on these devices. However, while the potential of post-quantum cryptography is undoubtedly exciting, it's important to remember that it's still an area of ongoing research. The algorithms are still being tested, optimized, and standardized. It's a promising path, but we're not at the finish line yet. This brings us to a crucial point. The quantum threat is real and imminent, but so is the rise of solutions like post-quantum cryptography. Post-quantum cryptography could be the key to securing edge computing in a quantum world, but the journey is far from over. As we stand at the brink of a quantum era, the road ahead is both exciting and challenging. Indeed, the quantum shift will transform the landscape of edge computing security, and as with any transformation, it brings anticipation, but also a fair share of challenges. This is a journey that requires foresight and a will to embrace the unknown. The research into quantum-resistant algorithms is bustling with activity, like a beehive that never sleeps. Scientists worldwide are racing against time to develop cryptographic algorithms that can withstand the power of quantum computers. This is no easy feat, but the promise of quantum-safe security is a prize worth striving for. But the research is only one piece of the puzzle. Incorporating these quantum-resistant algorithms into our existing edge computing infrastructure is another significant task. It's not just about upgrading hardware and software. It's about reimagining the entire architecture of our systems from the ground up to be quantum resistant. This is a colossal undertaking, and it's happening even as we speak. And then there's the question of updating security measures. Quantum computers, with their ability to process information at unprecedented speeds, pose a threat to traditional encryption methods. We need to devise new ways to protect data, methods that can hold their own against the quantum onslaught. Preparing for the quantum shift is not optional, it's a necessity. If we're not prepared, we run the risk of our edge computing systems becoming obsolete overnight. And in a world that's increasingly reliant on technology, that's a risk we simply cannot afford to take. In this journey, there will be roadblocks, there will be detours, but every step we take brings us closer to a future where edge computing security is quantum-proof. It's a future that's filled with possibilities, and we're just getting started. The quantum future is filled with unknowns, but one thing is certain: edge computing security must evolve to meet this new challenge. So, what's the verdict on edge computing security in a post-quantum world? Well, we've traveled a long way, navigating through the ins and outs of edge computing, the marvels of quantum computing, and the potential quantum threats to edge security. We've seen how post-quantum cryptography could be our savior, our knight in shining armor against these threats. However, it's clear that we're still in the early days of this quantum age. The road ahead is fraught with challenges, but also filled with exciting possibilities. The importance of continued research and development in quantum-resistant security measures for edge computing can't be overstated. The key is to stay vigilant, proactive, and innovative. We're in a race against time, and the stakes are high. In this dynamic landscape, edge computing security is not just a pawn, it's a valuable piece in the quantum chess game. To win, we must stay ahead of the game, always ready for the next move.